This is your 20 minutes and under body weight and resistance band balance and stability strength workout. All you need today is some large resistance bands or tube bands. I'm also going to demonstrate these with your weights and a chair or a bench to practice that stability and have something to aim for. We have 75 on, 20 off, 2 times through with 4 different exercises. We have a very quick warm-up. This is not written for you, but it'll get you going. In 5, we're gonna hear that tone and we're gonna go to a quadruped arm raise. Here we go. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna find that neutral back position, a small arch. Gently pull in that belly button. My feet are flexed. I'm pushing back through my toes to stabilize my hips. And I'm reaching, pointing my thumb up towards the ceiling as I lift an arm up. As I lift my arm up, I try to keep my shoulder away from those ears, my chin tucked, and my head pushed back. Lots to think about here. Warming up the body, punching the hands through the floor, getting our core ready. 4 seconds, we're up to our feet for a single leg balance and a Cobra. So go ahead and grab a lightweight band, or you can do these body weight. We're balancing on one leg or using that kickstand. I have my band out in front of me. I'm gonna pull with one arm out to the side, opening my palm up towards the ceiling. All right, I'm kind of pulling down low, rotating my palm so it points up. Not allowing any rotation through my core, so my belly button stays pulled in and my glutes are tight. I can use that kickstand if I need to, so I can work towards that balance. Or as I pull up, I pull into that band. I can tap back down as I need. Exhale as we pull into that band, feeling it work right at the base of those shoulder blades along the outside of that shoulder. 3 seconds, we're gonna switch sides. Okay, roll it out. Balancing on one leg, squeezing those glutes, and then pulling into the other side. So we're using that opposite arm, balancing on that opposite leg. Toes stay pointed straight ahead. These are really good muscles to work to stabilize our shoulder. Oh boy, I feel them burning already. My chin stays tucked and my head stays pushed back because we're gonna remember that posture throughout this workout. Stand tall and proud. You are taking 20 minutes for your health, your goals, your life. So stand tall and proud, belly button in to support the spine. We're down to 10 seconds. We're gonna go to a deadlift with a row with that band underneath our feet to warm up our legs, core, and backside. So take that band, I'm gonna double mine over. I'm gonna stand on top with my toes pointed straight ahead and hip width apart. I'm gonna bend my knees and sit my hips back. And then at the bottom, I'm gonna pull that band towards my hips. Now I can bring my hands inside so it's like some handles here. I sit those hips back, keeping a neutral back position. Gentle pull in on the belly button. You want to keep that small arch, keep that chest up nice and tall. And my nose is pointed right towards the floor. As I pull that band back towards my hips, I'm pulling it towards my hips. Not letting those shoulders roll forward, not letting that chin pull forward. 10 seconds. And we're gonna be finishing that warm up. Big squeeze on those glutes to stand. There you have it. Keep moving, stay warm. You're gonna grab a band here. It's gonna go around your back, right at the base of those shoulder muscles. You're gonna balance on one leg, punch those arms out in front, and then one arm at a time is gonna go back and forth for an alternating chest press. I'm gonna demonstrate on the floor as well. You can go down on the floor with some dumbbells and go one arm at a time. As you can see, this is pulling in a different direction. You can do this body weight only. All right, so pick a leg, punch those hands forward, bend an arm, big push forward. As one arm goes back, I'm not letting my body rotate. My shoulders stay away from my ears. My elbow comes out to the side about 45 degrees. That means my hand is at the base of my ribs. Now, if you want to change up the resistance, you can come inside with one loop, one big loop here, and punch forward that way. If you need a heavier band and you want to work your way up to it, you can stack 2 bands and punch forward that way. The farther you choke up on that band, the more resistance you're going to have, and the more resistance you have, the harder it's going to be to stabilize that core. Remember, roll those shoulders down and back. Don't let them creep up. Big punch forward and squeeze on that chest. Under 10 seconds. We want to aim for about 12 repetitions on each arm, purposeful and controlled. Put those bands down. We're going to go to that body weight single leg squat. This is where you're going to grab that chair. We're going to balance on one leg. We're going to sit those hips down and back. Stand up and squeeze. 3 seconds, you're coming with me. Get ready, toes straight ahead. Hip width apart, pick up one foot. Sit those hips down. Big stand up and squeeze. So it's a light tap. You want to make sure that those hips are tapping evenly on that chair. That knee is coming forward in line with the toes and hips. Keeping that chest up nice and tall and belly button in. I'll show you from the side. Slow and controlled down. Make sure you're not standing too far away from that chair or bench because you don't want to miss and fall backwards. Very challenging. If you need to, you can tap those toes into that kickstand. All right, and as you come up, you can kind of push that foot into the ground. This is meant to be challenging. You're going to feel it working the hips on the outside of that glute, that quad, the front of that thigh, potentially down even into the muscle that's right next to your knee on the inner side. 10 seconds. Keeping count so that we can do the same number of repetitions on the opposite leg. Squeeze those glutes too. Beautiful work. Shake it out. Now this exercise is a bent over alternating row. Same position as that deadlift row. Standing on that band. One loop or 2. Toes straight ahead. Hips down and back. Chest up tall. Pull those hands towards the hips and then release one hand at a time. Belly button gently pulled in. No rotation through the body. Exhale as you pull towards yourself, towards those hips. Biggest thing here is we don't want to pull all the way. We don't want anything weird happening with the shoulders. This same exact exercise can be done with dumbbells. Don't forget, you can double that band over. Most important, no back pain here. The gentle pull in on the belly button should help support the spine. And we're going to aim for that neutral position. That means that small arch. Chest up tall and proud. Chin tucked and head pushed back. We're neutral. Head to hips. Embrace the challenge. Embrace the burn. I sure can feel it. You're going to feel that along the outside of those armpits, the back of those arms, the front of those arms. 5 seconds. Love it. Work it. Beautiful. Put that band aside. Grab that chair or bench again. We're going to that opposite leg, single leg squat. Are we feeling it? Beautiful. I certainly am. I hope you are too. These exercises are challenging in a different way. All right, let's hit it. Down with control. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. Really focusing on that balance, on that form and posture. Do the best you can to drive through that foot. Stand up and squeeze. Remember, you can grab a dumbbell and place it at that chest as long as all of our other form is spot on. Increase that challenge over time. If you really want to challenge your balance, you can put a mat or a folded up towel underneath your foot. That adds a whole new level to stability. But remember, we can only lift as heavy as we can stabilize. Meaning, if we start lifting too heavy and our core cannot support our body, we are going to get hurt. We're not out to get hurt. We're out to be healthy, balanced, and strong. What better way to balance than a single leg squat? You're down to 10 seconds. Control and work. 5, tap. Keep it nice and even. That's round number 1. We're going back to the top for that single leg balance and that alternating chest press. We're gonna make sure we balance on the opposite leg this time. Shake out those legs. Get ready. Band at the base of those shoulders. Don't forget your modification with dumbbells. Lying on the floor, alternating arms. Squeezing, punching forward. The hands on the dumbbell should be tapping down in line with the middle of that chest. Toe pointed straight ahead, glutes tight and belly button in. Don't forget, you can tap the toes down to the floor, but try to challenge that balance. And again, you can take that balance up a notch. Can you ever be too balanced? No, you can't. Right? Also, make sure those hands are in a neutral position. We're punching those knuckles forward. Chin tucked, head pushed back. Exhale. As we push forward and in on that band. Are we feeling the burn? Oh, I sure am. Down to 10 seconds. Feeling it work the chest, the shoulders and the back of those arms, those hips, and that core. Yes. Relax. Shake out the arms. Shake out the legs. Going back to that single leg squat. We're going back to the original side since I was originally balancing on the opposite leg. Get ready, here we go. Tapping down, up and squeeze. Good control on the down. Notice my foot is staying underneath my hip. I'm not bringing it way forward like a pistol squat. Our goal is to stay as aligned as possible. I'm going to keep that chest up nice and tall. Pick a spot in front of you that allows us to look straight ahead. You're going to want to look down at your body. That creates that hunched over posture. We want to keep our chest up nice and tall. That back with that small arch. Gentle pull in on the belly button. So many things to remember to keep our form on point. So be attuned to your body. We should be tapping down about or slightly higher than 90 degrees. But guess what? Keeping count. You're on the home stretch. Under 10 seconds. Drive through that foot. Squeeze those glutes. Almost there. There you have it. Oh, shake it out. We're going back to that bent over alternating row. I'm going to start off so you can see me facing from the front. I really like to use the bands doubled over. Get ready to come with me. Hips back, chest up tall, pulling towards those hips, not letting those shoulders roll forward, not letting that chin come forward. We're pulling that head up. Exhale. As you pull towards those hips, big squeeze on that back. Notice I'm not pulling my shoulder blades all the way together. It's a gentle squeeze. As I pull back, Putting those bands in my pockets, those hands in my pockets, if you will. Remember, we're pulling back towards those hips. If you have any problems here, you can do one at a time. If you feel like pulling back is causing any kind of weird shoulder patterns, like your shoulders are rolling forward, or you cannot keep your chin tucked and head pushed back. Form is always first. We can always go lighter on the weight. No rotation in the body. Guess what? 7 seconds. Pull and squeeze all the way to the finish line. There you have it. And one last round of the single leg squat. Lots of work. Building balance and stability. Building that core support without laying on the ground and doing abs. All right, this is for your spine. This is for your overall strength and kinetic balance, if you will. Down with control, toes, knees, hips. Drive through that toe, that whole foot, and big squeeze on those glutes. You're tall and proud because this is your last exercise. Finishing strong here. Working on that balance. Beautiful work, guys. We're on that home stretch. I know those muscles are screaming in the hip, in the thigh, even potentially down into that calf as we build that strength and balance throughout our entire body, right? We work all kinds of different strength and stability and balance to have a healthy life, a stronger, balanced life that leads to long-term independence and health. 5 seconds to finish. Squeeze. Shake it out. Beautiful work. We're going to start off by stretching the inside of those thighs since we really challenged our stability. Toes straight ahead, feet wide. Small step forward with one foot so the heel is in line with the opposite toes. Lean into that leg. Big squeeze on the glutes. Tucking the hips under, we should feel a nice stretch through the inside of that thigh. 2 minutes left to cool down and stretch so that you can get on with your day, knowing that you had the best workout for your body, for you, your goals today. Every day is a little bit different. Try to hold these stretches until you no longer feel that stretching sensation. Go ahead and switch sides if you feel ready, or pause me. I'm trying to hit the major muscles that get the most tight, either from your workout or from day-to-day life. But with under 20 minutes, with a warm-up and cool-down included, we got to make every minute, every second count. We're going to hit the floor into a lunge-type position. You can place a mat or a towel under that back knee. Flex those toes. Big squeeze on those glutes. You can reach up towards the ceiling. Add that small lean to the side. Feeling that stretch through the front of the hip, down into the thigh. Big squeeze as we stay up nice and tall. Belly button gently pulled in. And breathing. Big stretch through those hips. Go ahead and switch sides. Opposite leg, tuck those toes. Only adding the reach and lean on if we feel an increase in stretch. Taking a mental note. If our body is tight in these positions, it is important to stretch it, especially when we don't have a lot of time. Big deep breath in, exhale. And we're gonna finish with a child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Reach the hands away, shoulders away from the ears. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Sinking down, enjoying that stretch through the outside of those armpits. Big deep breath in, exhale. I hope You found balance in motion. You built strength, confidence, and health through another amazing workout. Let me know what you think, anything that I can improve, and how I can help you feel your best. Never hesitate to reach out at kinetic.balance.fit@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me.